Most people change kind of slowly. They're who they are, and then after a while, they're someone else. But some people know the exact moment where their lives changed. They saw the person they were going to marry, or the look in their baby's eyes the first time he smiled. For some people, it's not the good things in life that made them change. It's something they've gone through that makes everything they look at from that moment on seem very different from how it had always been. If a dream is just a dream, something that happens in your mind while you're asleep, then that's alright. It's yours to take with you into the morning, and it fades away there in the light. But when the dreams start to come while you're awake, when they come with the light, then that is not alright. What we look for then is other people who have dreamed what we've dreamed, who have seen what we've seen. When the dreams become real, sometimes the only comfort you can find is in knowing that you're not alone.
As many of you I'm sure know, this subject has been my favorite subject now for over the last 20 years. I've been on this journey for 45 years, but I've been speaking publicly the last 20. And I speak bluntly, openly, and I violate my national security oath every time I open my mouth. And I plan to violate my national security oath tonight. But again, a special thanks for you guys, because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I'm so encouraged by the people I meet at these conferences, because not only are you open-minded, but you're enlightened and you're enthused, because I think you've learned, as I have, that this subject is, in my opinion, the greatest story in human history, because it is the story of human history. We're not alone, guys, and we have never been alone. We are members of an infinite universe filled with infinite intelligent life. And we have had an intimate interrelationship with several advanced extraterrestrial intelligences now for, at least 10,000 years. And the evidence is pretty overwhelming that at least one, perhaps two of those different groups had a hand in engineering the human genome over 100,000 years ago. And that evidence is literally overwhelming. Now, who's the other Stephen? Young man in Hollywood. Spielberg. Now, where does he fit into this thing? Well, when I was asked about disclosure, is it going to happen? And I say no, yes, yes, no, no, yes. And everybody's saying, what the hell is he talking about? Disclosure has been underway for some time. Steven Spielberg made a bunch of movies. He made E.T., which I think most of you have probably seen. That was for the kids. He made another one called Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and that was for the big guys. And then he made a television series called Taken, which was dynamite. And tell me, and I've got this from sources that I trust, that he's got two separate programs in the mill, another movie and perhaps another TV series that he's working on, that they're going to come up with hopefully in the next few years. Now, these movies, as they come out, affect people. There's not a one of you here in the audience that wasn't, affected by E.T. It was cute. It was a kid's story, really. And I think there's not a one of you who wasn't touched at the closing scene of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when the guys piled aboard that ship and off it went. And then Taken, which I think ran for a number of weeks. I can't remember how many episodes it was. 20? Good God, yes. Well, that's a major program. It was powerful, well written, and dynamite. And it had so much classified material in it that most people, I don't think, ever realized that they were looking at classified material.
don't know what I'm going to be, what I'm going to learn. But what I do know is this. Life, all life, is about asking questions, not about knowing answers. It is wanting to see what's over the next hill that keeps us all going. We have to keep asking questions, wanting to understand, even when we know we'll never find the answers. We have to keep on asking the questions.